A leader so towering, he goes only by the awe-inspiring title of Mr. Peanut.
No way.
Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. This week, I checked out The Electric State, and this 2025 film was directed by Anthony and Joe Russo and stars Chris Pratt, Millie Bobby Brown, and the voice of Woody Harrelson, among others, of course. So what is the story of The Electric State? Well, it's about this woman, and she has survived a robot war versus robots and humans, and the humans have won, so robots are kind of like put onto this reservation. However, one day she kind of wakes up and finds this robot in her house, and it actually turns out that that robot has the soul of her dead brother inside the robot. That's not actually quite what happens, but that's how it's kind of explained to us at the beginning. And so she, believes this robot, and then along with the robot has to go try to find the body of her brother. So she has to go into the robot reservation. Along the way, she teams up with Chris Pratt, who of course is just doing his, thing, and he's got a robot friend himself, even though that's not certainly allowed in this world. And so they team up with the robots, and there's this whole kind of thing going on. But what will happen? Well, for that, you gotta watch the movie and find out. All right, so let's discuss this movie. Well, with this one, it's a big budget Netflix film. I think it was over 300 million, like 320 million or something for this one. And so does that make it, a better film? Well, I would say certainly with the CGI stuff, it is really good compared to other, Netflix ones I've seen. And the CGI with the robots and all that stuff is really good, really seamless, really kind of is well integrated into the environment as well. And the robots themselves, I really like the design. There's one robot where it's kind of like a nesting doll, where it's like a robot inside of a robot, and then he goes up and goes down sizes, and I thought that was all pretty funny. And then with the main kind of leader of the robots, it's Mr. Peanut, so he's kind of a funny guy. I think that's Woody Harrelson's voice doing this Mr. Peanut, who of course is like the president of the robots. And so all of the robot stuff, I gotta say, really does work for this one. And with this movie, I certainly enjoyed the themes that it's portraying. It's all about kind of our relationship with technology and how we can kind of overemphasize our relationship on it, how it kind of makes our lives better, but also worse at some times. And of course, there's people who are just addicted to this helmet that transfers their mind into two different places. One where it's a beach, and then the other one you're at work or something like that. And so that reliance on that one, someone even just sits in their armchair and does the chores around their house using this helmet. So it's just so much reliance on it. Certainly other themes as well, like with the robots, are they people, or how much is a person, or what does it even mean to be a person in this world? So I thought the theme certainly worked. Another thing that I thought was good was, the acting. It was certainly decent, though I did find certainly things with Millie Bobby Brown not to be as good. So she is kind of portraying a 17-year-old or 18-year-old, and I just kind of think that she's kind of aged out of that role a little bit. So it would be much better if she was 22 or 25 or something like that. But then there's certainly other aspects of the story that wouldn't work as well. And so yeah, it's just her being so young, or being a character that's so young, was kind of an issue. I did enjoy Chris Pratt in this one, but he's just playing himself in all the other movies. It's kind of like that Star-Lord character where he's, a wisecracking bounty hunter. This one, is he doing bounties? Not quite. He's doing other stuff that kind of involves something similar. And so, yeah, he's just playing, his regular old self. So there is quite a few things that, you can go along with in this one. It's a 2-hour movie of them, kind of exploring this world with robots. So if you are into sci-fi stuff, this, might be one with you. There are certainly problems with it though, and we can discuss those problems in a moment. I did, see some reviews here or there. The biggest complaint in this one is that it's the most safe movie you've ever seen. Absolutely nothing is taken to chance. I guess with Netflix, spending $300 million on it, they want it to be safe, certainly, and that is certainly a complaint out there. It is safe, certainly. And that's a complaint out there. It is very safe, like I said. They do curse a little bit, but you're allowed one F-bomb in a PG-13 movie now, so I think they use that one. And a few, shits or whatever, throughout it. Though with this one, it did seem like if you are an adult trying to watch this movie, it's insanely safe. But I would kind of contend that this movie is for children. It is a perfect 12-year-old movie, 13-year-old movie. I would say if you have children and you want to introduce them to sci-fi stuff, this is a great one. Children are going to really love this movie. And so it's not, made for the adults probably watching it. It is, I think, really a child's movie, or at least family movie is probably the better way of saying it. There is, no blood, no deaths, nothing like that, right? So it is a children's movie, and I think that's where the most complaints are coming from. I watched it, but once I figured out it was a child's movie, I started to have a little bit more fun with it, because up until that point it's really kind of really safe. That's the best word, and not in a particularly good way. So yeah, that is one that you can certainly watch it if you want to. Like I said, family movie night. This is perfect for family movie night. It's a little bit of entertainment for everyone. And I would say, yeah, that's probably going to be the biggest audience for it. So if that sounds like what you're doing tonight, yeah, press play on this one. Ultimately, I'll give it a 5. It's very average. It's very kind of non-controversial. Everyone's kind of designed to like it, I guess. And we're at $3 million for this movie. You just got to try to be successful. So ultimately, though, as an adult, I'm going to give it a 5. And with that being said, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.